So recently I saw someone do some Procreate tips on how to do paper texture. One of my favorite ways to do paper texture is to literally not do paper texture at all. I actually like to go on Etsy sometimes and download textures. I know you could do watercolor and like do a tan color and make it all perfect, but that is so boring to me. I have a couple different ones. The fine liner DEI ones I just downloaded. I'm gonna scroll way to the bottom because it's got like 100 different ones, but there are a bunch of different types of textures. You can kind of see the different types of textures. And so I like to click just a paper texture and I'll switch the color over to a darker color like a black or something. You can always adjust it and you can kind of see it added a little paper texture already. But yeah, I just make the brush super big, have my brush on the highest thing if I could, so you don't have to just do too much and you can kind of do it evenly. Let me go back real quick. But yeah, you would just basically do it over the entire thing. So it's just looking like a beautiful paper texture. I sometimes like to do this with the drawings I'm doing because it has one on there already. I know you can like barely see it because of the lighting, but I like to add paper texture. I feel like it feels like I'm drawing on paper, and yeah, I just go, sometimes I add a different layer and then just add that paper texture so it's just a little bit darker. It feels like you're actually writing on paper. I'll like insert it into the video so you guys can actually see it. And then you would go over sometimes to the opacity, and I like to lower the opacity if it's like just a little bit too dark for you, and there's a bunch of different options, but usually I keep it on max just because the paper texture is like, you can also change the color, like if I just wanted it in a gray color and it would do a lighter paper texture or tan or something, just however you'd like it. But yeah, that's how I personally like to do paper textures. I know that you can kind of do them yourself, or you can go on Pinterest and download paper textures or different types of papers on Google or something and add that and then lower the opacity or something if that's something you like. But this is my favorite way of doing it because I can kind of determine the color and the texture and change it and see how it looks like on different art. But anyway, that's my tip on how to do different paper textures. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.